The consultation in Carriacou was held at the Moment Beach Hotel. Dorset Cromwell, director of the National Insurance Board, provides an insight into the consultation.
Essentially what we're doing is talking about the issue of parametric reform and the recommendations and the discussions that came out of the 11th actual review. These are the discussions that we are having in the parishes throughout the country. In statute, in almost every social security scheme, in the regulation, and our regulations allows for it. The regulation allows for an actual review to be done once every 3 years. And the review would speak to the sustainability of the national insurance scheme and what do you have to do periodically to ensure that the national insurance scheme continues to, one, to be sustainable and also to be equitable. Because you want the institution to be sustainable, but you also want it to be equitable, meaning we are paying 9%. Right? Our current contributors are paying 9%. You do not want future contributors to have to pay 30%, to have to pay 40%, etc. So there are two fundamental issues, and these are the issues that we are discussing.
With the decline in birth rate and that people are living longer, there is a proposal to increase the retirement age to 65 and increase contributions.
In Grenada and throughout the region, all throughout the OECS are the same. It's a question of increasing life expectancy, and it is a question of declining fertility. So these are the fundamental issues that are affecting all social security schemes. And as we have pointed out in the discussions that we've had, it is not because all of the other OECS countries are making a change. We are not making a change because the other OECS countries are making the change, or because almost every country in the CARICOM are making a change, and almost every country across the world. We are not making the changes. We are not recommending the changes. And remember, the change did not come from national insurance. The changes that are being recommended came from the actual review. But the changes are recommended because the issues that we face, the issues that NIS Grenada face, is the same issue that St. Vincent face. It is the same issue that Barbados face. It is the same issue that St. Lucia faces. So in Barbados, the retirement age is 65 because they face the same issue and they have to make changes. And what are the issues have we said? The issue is people are living longer whether we want to believe it or not. Life expectancy is increasing, and whereas you had people, and to mitigate that, you have to have people coming into the workforce to pay for our pensioners. But what is happening? People are having fewer and fewer children, and therefore fewer and fewer persons are coming into the workforce. So whereas when my mother had 9 of us, she had 9 of us, I only have 2 kids. So whereas in those days she had 9 contributors to the workforce, I am only offering 2 contributors to the workforce. And if you look at people throughout, the same thing is happening all throughout the Caribbean, all throughout the world. So all defined benefit social security systems are going through the same issues, and that is why all of them have to make these adjustments in order for them to continue to be sustainable.
How soon will the retirement age be raised?
The how soon we do not know, right? Because those matters don't rest with us. But we would hope as soon as possible. But the important thing that people must know, because there are misperceptions in the public domain, that the increase in the retirement age is not, if it is approved, it would not happen overnight. So the actuaries have said to increase the retirement age over a period of at least 13 years. Good? So if today the policymaker says, listen, you have the green light to increase the retirement age, it would not go from 60 to 65. It's going to take a couple of years, it's going to go to 61. Then it's going to take the next couple of years, it's going to go to 62. It's going to take another 3 years, go to 63, etc., etc. Over a period of at least 13 years. Additionally, whenever it increases, you have the option also of taking your pension early. So when the retirement age is 61, you can decide you taking it at 60. But
as the National Insurance Scheme continues with their public consultation, Mr. Cromwell is encouraging people to come out and get the facts.
We are asking people to come out and listen to us. Hear what we have to say, hear the facts, because there are misperceptions and misinformation. And we have talked to a wide group of persons so far. We have met with the union leaders, we have met with the politicians, we have met teachers, we have met regular stakeholders like we did here today. And in most of the cases, right, I would say easily in 95% of the cases, people agree with what we're doing. People say, this is necessary, this has to be done. Why are you waiting so long? Why have the NIS, right, not implemented those changes before? So that is what we're hearing in every single case. Why haven't this been done? So we're asking people to come out, listen to us, right? Don't necessarily listen to what you hear in social media, because people maybe slightly, don't have all the facts. So come out, hear the facts, make your own determination, and we are confident. Once you hear the facts, once you hear all of the information, we are confident that you will agree that these changes are necessary for the sustainability of the National Insurance Fund. And it is not about following other countries. It is simply a matter that the issues that affect Grenada affects every other country, because the systems are all very similar.